couple $100 or so. I want you to hold that thought for a second, because the amazing folks at Milex have created a cord-free, cordless pressure washer alternative that will help you detail the car, blast the siding, clean the windows, go all around the exterior, but do it in a novel, brilliant new way that makes a whole lot more sense and also is a lot more cost effective at $49.99. It's my pick of the night, but then again, my pick of the show is always going to be Mr. Lou Caputo from Lou Caputo Studios International. Lou, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great, my friend. It's wonderful to see you again. You sound almost as excited as I am to have this Milex Insta-Blast that we've got here today, because we call it the Insta-Blast because you pull the trigger and you instantly get that blast of water. Now, Adam, this is going to come with everything that you would expect it to come with, meaning you've got a metal fitting on the front of this right here, which is pretty amazing because there really is a lot of pressure coming out of it. So you see there's metal fittings on both ends. You're getting the foam cannon right there. You're going to be able to get a nice sudsy, look going on your vehicles. Then you're getting two different adapter tips, one wide angle and one very narrow stream for get as much power as you can. And then you've got that rechargeable 48 volt battery that's on this that you can remove. Not to mention a 16-foot hose. Now, the big difference with the Milex is that it works off of portable water sources, not a hose. There's water all around us, and it's free. So you can use buckets, you can use lakes, ponds, streams, your swimming pool, anywhere like that that you want to. But let's get into the cleaning right away. So I've got my truck parked out here, and I want you to see how you could use this everyday application. Maybe you live in an apartment building someplace where you don't have a water supply. Watch this. I've got a bucket over there, about 10 feet behind me. But remember, I got 16 feet of hose. But watch, when I squeeze that trigger and that water starts coming out of here, just takes a second for it to prime because it's been sitting. Remember, it's going through 16 feet of water here. 1 second. Okay. There we go. There's that foam, man. It took a second for it to get all the way through that 16 feet of hose. But look at that. Once it's primed, look at the beautiful job this is doing with that foam cannon. It's really soaking this down. Now, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the foam cannon off the end, and all I'm going to do is pull the collar back, and that pops off. I'm going to put that down real quick. And I'm going to reach in my pocket. I'm going to use the wide angle adapter, which is the white one. I'm going to stick that on the end, just like this. And once that's in place, Adam, watch the job that I can do pressing this on. Look how easy this is to do. What a great job it does at getting into all the nooks and crannies. And remember, I'm not attached to the hose. I'm turbocharging the water that's coming out of the pump. I can do this job right here. How fantastic this is. In just seconds, we've cleaned the front end of my vehicle. I got the love bugs off of here. We got all the road or dirt off of here. Adam, this thing is a complete portable kit that you can take with you anywhere. Camping, hiking, take it to the beach, any place where you need water. Look at that. Beautiful. Done, Adam.
Lou, we've waited a lifetime for somebody to come up with a product like this. We really are. Because you've got to understand, now you've turned your garden hose into a pressure washer. You just turned your garden hose into a pressure washer. You didn't need the big bulky equipment. You don't need to carry anything that's big and heavy around. You don't need to spend $250 on it. You've got this amazing opportunity to, again, attach this and finally get that power, that blast, precision where you want it. Plus, as Lou just showed us, with the foam blaster, you can get everything as soapy and sudsy as you need. Producer Kevin, do you mind showing our good friends at home how many of these are now left? Because when I was looking, I believe it was around 2,000 or so. We'll get the official update, but at $49.99, this is probably on track to be one of the biggest new finds of the season. They're telling me now around 1,500. We'll get official word on that in a second. Lou, when you really get to grips with what this is and what this replaces, everybody's going to say yes.
Oh my gosh, and it's so much easier than like dragging out your big pressure washer or having to run a hose. If all you need to do is just throw the water. I cleaned my dock with this. I want to show you. We've got down some pavers down here. And just blast all that dirt right off of there. I mean, this has got a lot of power for a handheld unit that's 48 volts rechargeable, right? Here's that piece of the dock I was talking about. I cleaned my dock, and you know what? I just threw this into the lake right next to my house. And it was free water, baby. I wasn't having to pay for that water even a little bit. Look at that. All of that's coming right off. That, Adam. What about if you had the kids coming in from the beach and maybe they track a little sand all across your patio or on your stoop? Look at that. You just blast every bit of that off of there. And I'm just using the water in the bucket behind me. That's all I'm doing. So you fill the bucket up, you take it with you. Not that it's great to go to the beach or you do anything like that. You can go out there, boom, just like that. All these services are done that quickly and that easily. I got a grill right here, all right? And, you know, grills get nasty.
Sure.
Watch the way I can take this, and we're going to put this on the wide angle. Yeah, get really literally. Look at that. Look at the way that dirt. This thing was filthy a second ago. Beautiful, clean, and I can do the inside of this too. So maybe you're on a camping trip and there's no water.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
you're dry camping this thing called. Boom. Just like that. Even if it was a stream, I just threw this 16-foot hose in the water, and I got plenty of water to do anything that I could do.
So, okay, so Lou, we're getting a few questions, so I'm going to throw these questions at you.
Yes.
We are about to fall under 1,500 left. I have over 400 people in the ordering process. It is the one and only scheduled presentation, and based on the number of folks ordering and what's left, it does look like we will be completely sold out in the next 7 or 8 minutes. This is to replace the need of buying a $250 pressure washer. You'll use your regular garden hose, you're going to attach it, and it's going to give you the blast and the power and the pressure and the performance you need to clean the deck, to clean the pavers, to clean the siding, to clean the furniture, to clean the outdoor cushions, to clean the grill, to detail the car, to do the wheels. You could do all of those things with it. Lou, the question that we're getting most from people as we now fall under 1,400 left is, where is the power coming from?
Right there. This is the removable battery that's on the bottom of this. I can just slide this off. You give it a charger. You plug this in, right? You charge it. It actually doesn't even take very long to charge. Snaps right back on, and you're ready to go. That's how simple this is. The water, by the way, if you look down here, there's a bucket sitting down here on the ground. That's where my water's coming from. This does not attach to a hose. Okay? This is strictly for use with 3 water sources. We're talking about your buckets. We're talking about lakes, rivers, pools, anything like that. So let's say that we went on a mountain bike ride. I used to mountain bike ride all the time. The bike gets filthy, right? I didn't want to take it with me in the back of my truck like this. No, this is great to take with you when you're out there. Come on in here, real tight, real tight. Look at what's on there. Watch this. Look at the way that's just coming right off of there, Adam. It's getting all the dirt, the mud, all the grime off of this bike, and it's making it absolutely beautiful in just a couple of seconds. For a lot of people out there, you know, we're in that time of year, we're starting to sit outside more, use our outside furniture. Yeah. You know what? Watch this. I'm going to get on this piece of outdoor. You know what? This actually looks pretty clean to see.
Look at that.
Clearly, nothing. I mean, Adam, look at the job it's doing. And I can get right in there and really do a job on it. Now, watch this. If I want to, I'm going to take this tip off again, right? I'm going to go to the red tip that comes with this piece. I got it. Here we go.
Okay, okay.
And I want to show you the difference, okay? This is the one that does the screen. Watch this. See the difference?
Yeah.
That is even more power than we had before, and it really gets into the fibers of the chair. Now it's actually going through the fibers of the chair, cleaning both sides at the same time. Imagine cleaning the screens on your house. How easy that would be to do. You got a cooler that looks like this. I'm going to use that screen again, and notice the difference. It's a wide angle that we're doing on there. I'm going to get that chair, too. It's kind of bothering that leg wasn't clean. Look at that. Now, let's look at the fence back here. Once again, I'm going to change out my tips, and that's the thing. The tips are so fast to change. Adam, this thing is absolutely filthy. If you've got a PVC fence like this, watch this. And I'm going to change the angle. Look at what we're doing here, Adam. Look how fast I'm cleaning this fence. This could be mold, it could be mildew, or just dirt. But make that PVC fence look new again. And just using a bucket of water, which is great if you've got like a fence that's way out on a piece of property.
Well,
look at that.
Goodness gracious. I mean, they've cracked it, right? They finally cracked the code. Because you know what?
Really have.
This delivers the power that we're looking for, but without the need to have that big pressure washer. And I think a lot, and Lou, you know this better than anybody, there's a lot of companies that have come along over the years and tried to find a way to create an attachment that delivers pressure so you don't need to buy a pressure washer, but none of them had actual power delivering that punch. Now you've got this cordless power pack that's delivering the power that you need to pressurize the water. I love it. I think if you live in an apartment, a condo, a townhouse, a big house, a small house, this is, again, it's what we need. It's the right thing. It's teeny tiny. It takes up no storage space. and it costs a fraction. It's $49.99
It really does.
versus $249.99, right, Lou?
Yeah, no, that's the truth. And you know what's crazy? It's one thing to have something that puts out a lot of pressure when it's coming off of a faucet on your house, a spigot on your house. It's a whole nother thing just to draw water from any source and put that kind of pressure on it. I want you to see something. Watch this, okay? I'm going to shoot that PVC fence from right way back here where I'm standing. Adam, can you see how far this shoots?
That's crazy.
I mean, and it's still got pressure. It's still got pressure going all the way up there. That's the crazy thing about this. I even use this one for my car mats. Like when I get in my vehicle and I start cleaning it and I take the mats out, I'll just take this real quick and just give it a quick shot. And look at the way it's getting to every groove on there. That's a bunch of sand. Take a look at that. Here we go, Lee. There we go. He lost his earpiece there for a second. There we go. Look at the way all the sand's coming out of there. Doing a great job right here of cleaning this whole thing off. I mean, that's the beauty of this, Adam. It's quick, it's easy, it's rechargeable. I can't even tell you the last time I actually grabbed my real pressure washer, just because it's big. Yeah. It's clunky. There's all those attachments with it. I've got my 2 nozzles with this one, my 2 tips. I've got my foam cannon. In fact, let's go back to the foam cannon because I want you to show you this again. And I love this thing. I'm going to pull this off. And I'm going to show you how the foam cannon goes on. Everything just fits on here real easy. I'm going to put it on the end, push the collar back, and it's done.
And
it's
Lou, how much does that foam cannon cost? How much do I have to pay to get that included?
That would be 0, Adam, your favorite number. Your favorite price, I should say.
It is true.
Look at the job that did. I mean, when you're talking about foam cannon, this is legit. Look at the way it's foaming up the front end on this truck right here. And that's the thing that gets the dirt off. You loosen it up. I'm changing the tips again. We're going back to the wide angle right here. All right, and here we go. Watch this. And just hosing this whole thing off. This thing's amazing, Adam. I'm going to tell you, I'm so excited that we have this today for everybody. And mostly I'm excited about the price because you know me. I like inexpensive things.
That's why we get along, Lou. At $49.99,
right.
This is such a great buy. And again, look at it. All Lou has done is attach the garden hose. Lou, does it have to be a certain type of garden hose, or will any do?
Well, actually, Adam, it doesn't use a hose at all. There is no hose attached to this. This hose is supplied with it. That's 16 feet of hose. And it goes all the way back to the bucket that's behind me back here. And that's why I'm saying you could use this with water from a lake. You could use this with water from your swimming pool. You know, any place where you've got that free water sitting there, or just fill up a bucket and take it with you, which is wonderful if you're camping or doing anything like that. But the pressure that you get from this, the way that it just forces everything off of here. I mean, honestly, I've had attachments on a hose that was attached to a spigot that didn't do as good a job as this. This is going to turbocharge your water and give you that pressure, that power that you need, Adam, at the end of the day. And it comes with everything that you could possibly want. All right here.
Including the hose. Folks, this was a good deal. It's now an even better deal. We want to thank you for all your orders. With everybody placing their order on hsn.com and the mobile app, we are in the hundreds now of what is left. Get it, try it, experience it. I think you'll be enamored with it. It is a brand new launch, a brand new product, and we're excited to see those reviews come through. Lou, my friend, as always, a pleasure. Thank you for being with us.
You're welcome, buddy. I'll see you up there in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, Lou. I can't wait. The amazing Lou Caputo here on HSN. Talking of amazing, we are T-minus like 90 minutes.